gonna react to Inside America's most violent Indian reservation.
Reservation are asking for your
Let's
help
get into it, man.
with a homicide investigation.
Got shot at 12 gauge, boom. Boom. Yeah.
That's how
Tommy
you
G
lost your
video.
leg?
Yeah, that's how I lost my leg.
Oh.
I ain't lying, bro. I be watching nigga videos, but this nigga is insane. This nigga going dangerous parts in the hoods and just be chilling. Like, ain't nobody do this nigga. Now he good at every hood. Nigga good in the prisons too. That nigga be in the prisons. I ain't lying, boy. This nigga videos be interesting. Let's get into it.
So I noticed your tattoos.
Oh yeah. My tattoos, they represent a lifestyle that I've been in since I was a kid.
So these little
Can't
kids
to
are
the side.
gangbanging.
That's what they be saying.
There's not a bad child. There's one that just hasn't been reached.
What's happening around here?
Not much, a lot of killings, I guess. A young boy shot himself a day ago.
I ain't lying, bro. That mental health is nothing to play with. That mental health shit is not nothing to play with.
The Rosebud Reservation is home to the Lakota Sioux. The people here face a battle on multiple fronts. They are geographically isolated, there are little to no jobs, there is crushing poverty, and there's an addiction epidemic where local law enforcement estimates that over 60% of the population is hooked on meth, alcohol, or both. On top of that, they face an urgent fight to preserve their culture that has almost been erased. But folks, if you know anything about the Lakota, you know that historically they've proven themselves to be incredibly tough. After all, they faced the full might of the US military. They've survived extreme brutality, countless betrayals and broken treaties, and against all odds, they still stand. So today we take you where few cameras have ever been. You'll see inside the sacred ceremonies, witness the daily struggles, and hear the stories of those fighting for a better future.
In South Dakota.
Folks, we're in very remote country right now. This is the land that the natives would refer to as the Great Plains, and we're on our way to the Rosebud Reservation in South Dakota. Now, two words come up when I've researched this place: rough and resilient. Rough because of the treatment of the US government for centuries on this people group, rough because of the job opportunities and the living conditions, but resilient because there's people here actively trying to build a better future for their community and retain the culture that made them great in the first place. So we're gonna dive into this, we're gonna check it out, and we're gonna bring you into the Rosebud Reservation. I think it's very interesting.
I ain't lying though, it don't look terrible. It don't look terrible.
How much Chicago gang culture has impacted this area.
You know what I'm saying? Look, it's livable.
Look no further than this.
It's not like no
It's
not like no nasty ass hood where it's all abandoned and shit. Got junk all in the yard, dogs running around, cats and shit, you know.
So look, OTF, that's Little Dirk's rap squad. One house right here, boom. I see it again, right up here. This house, OTF, here. And then look again, here. It's just pretty crazy how much a little town in South Dakota, the kids idolize Chicago gangster rappers. What's happening around here?
Not much, a lot of killings, I guess. A young boy.
I ain't lying, boy. She got that yam on her face. I ain't lying, boy. She got that fucking yam on her face. God.
Himself a day ago. And I don't know
God
why he
damn.
did it. He's a dad. He was from St. Francis, probably 1920. A lot of negativity around here, and I don't like it.
What do you think it is to get momentum back?
We need more things for the kids to do around here. There's really nothing here.
Start at the youth.
Kind of got everybody in the mood to doing what they're doing, drinking, doing drugs, and it's pretty sad around here.
So I noticed your tattoos.
Oh yeah. My tattoos, they represent a lifestyle that I've been in since I was a kid. Never had a family, like close family, so I looked
Man, that nigga look sweet as hell. That nigga look sweet as hell,
to
man.
the streets, and this is where
Like,
I
come on,
became,
bro.
and I found my purpose.
Can you break
Yeah,
down
probably
the
beat the
gang
fuck out.
structure in Rosebud? Who runs what?
The GDs, we got the higher numbers, and there's Crips, Southsiders, and some TBZ cats.
Which TBZ used to be one of the more powerful gangs, right?
Yeah, over in Pine Ridge in that type of way. Some people don't have structure, and the older ones, we try to teach them about
They ain't
the
let
right
the
way,
GDs in the
productive
dope.
way of doing things. Like
Gangbang.
yeah.
It seems like a lot of these kids are being raised by their grandparents.
Oh yeah. The younger kids and the babies are getting raised by the grandparents because the mother or the father is always either doped up or they're drinking. They don't look at their children how they should be looking and supporting them.
So it's really a combination of a lot of parents not stepping up, but then also having an overwhelming addiction that takes them out of the picture.
Yeah.
What was your childhood like?
It wasn't the best, but I'm here. I've been shot, I've been stabbed, and I've been in and out of jail, and I got misdirected.
What's your plan going forward?
I just want to do more positive things in my community. I've helped around in this community, Lower Swift Bear, Horse Creek, around here in this White River town. I've helped.
Nah, that's crazy though. That nigga
So we're
been
outside
shot,
the soup kitchen, it's
stabbed.
about to open up. We got somebody, Laquita,
Back and forth in jail.
who's going to bring us in and show us around. But around America, food kitchens are picking up. I mean, when I drive around Milwaukee, there's lines around the corner, and the need for it is heightened. And especially in an area like this, it's even more. Interested to see what they got on the menu, what they're serving people, and how people are surviving out here. Hey, nice to meet you. Tommy, how are you?
So all these buildings are ours, obviously. This is our, it's called a warm welcome, but it's our soup kitchen. You guys can come back here.
They opened up back there.
What do we got cooking today? We got some cheeseburgers.
Yeah, cheeseburgers, cookout food, basically.
You've been doing this for 3 years, you said?
No, I've been volunteering here since middle school, but this is the first
Shut
year that I'm actually
fucking
getting paid for it.
big
My
ass
dream,
earrings,
what
huh?
I really want to do in this life is start and run my own nonprofit. I kind of started from volunteering here, but now I get to like.
Let's see the
kinda
plates.
start-
Let's see the plates. Hey, shit. I'd say that burger, I don't know. That bit don't look bad. The fuck kind of chips is it? Ain't no beans though. Them bitches gotta go. Them bitches gotta go.
Out of the director and see the ins and outs of it, so I know a lot more with their social interactions. I want to focus on that. Rehabilitation programs where it's less judgmental, and obviously still stuff like this. Want to make sure we still have like the soup kitchen and everything. So this is Charles.
I'm Charles.
Nice to meet you. Tell me a little bit about what drives you every day.
Being able to help the people. It don't happen much around here these days anymore, and I'm happy to be able to be a part of it.
How many people do you serve on a weekly basis?
We go up to 100 people a day, so 400 people a week, and that's off of donations and stuff like that.
How far are we from the
Ain't
nearest
nothing but
supermarket?
I ain't lying, but them Indians can eat. Or them Indians can eat, boy.
Hour
I ain't lying. I ain't never seen a good built Indian.
and a half.
Like, that shit is so rare. You may see like 1 out of 200. You may see 1 out of 200 that's good built.
So Laquita, how old are you?
I'm 21.
And how is dating around here?
I don't date around here.
No?
You don't want to date your cousin, so. So this is our boutique. You can see the name. It's open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We sell things from like hygiene bags. They got shirts, you got all the clothes, but we also have things like blankets. We have mattresses we sell. We get a lot of stuff from Amazon. For the most part, boxes will be open and stuff. But if something like intrigues you, how it looks on the outside, you will sometimes have to like grab it and look around about what it really is. And it's just like a bunch of random things. Like this was $1. We try to keep everything very affordable. Like people could even buy it with a bunch of, I say like change, which I think is very helpful.
So good selection, because from what I understand, some people have to drive far away if they want to get this anywhere else.
Yeah.
I know they be paying a lot of change. I know over time that shit get annoying.
Nice to meet you. So we are a nonprofit organization. We have our soup kitchen, we have our thrift shop. We also have a food pantry across the road. We also do small home repairs, emergency home repairs out in the communities.
What kind of jobs are available here? If I moved here and wanted to get hired, how good are my chances to get something?
Well, you are on a reservation, right? We have our tribal facility that, you know, there's tons of jobs there. The school districts, the food, we have Bowie's Food Center, like the dollar
School
store
look
food
lit.
businesses in town, the bank. So those provide opportunity for work. Our reservations spread out into communities, so it's hard for people without transportation to get to those work sites. That's a struggle for our people here.
What is the access to healthcare around here?
It's free. And then right now, like our women with children, they have to deliver elsewhere because we don't have the facilities to accommodate
That's
their needs
sad.
here.
How far does someone have to go?
Right now, it'd be Valentine. That's about 32 miles.
The Rosebud Reservation is some of the
Sheesh.
highest poverty rates you'll find in the country, and local reports.
And damn, so if you get fucking like a dire emergency, you cook. Like, if something happened right that moment and you bleeding out, you're cooked. You're cooked. That's
But the
just
joblessness
32
rate
miles
is over
away.
80% of the adult population. The Lakota have a gigantic, almost 1 million acre reservation, but it is incredibly remote and isolated. The nearest major airport is over 200 miles away, and if someone wants to get basic groceries at Walmart or go give birth at a hospital, it is a 2 or 3 hour drive. The vast majority of jobs here are government jobs, working for the tribal council or as a police officer or a jail guard. There's really not much else here. You see, money earned on the res is typically spent off the reservation, and this creates a cycle where money is constantly flowing away from Rosebud, and you're left with an economy where most people live in deep poverty.
Still inside Dakota.
So we're meeting up with our next guy in the town of Parmalee, population 562. And let's see what he has to show us. How's it going, brother?
Brother, I'm all dirty, so.
Good to meet you. What you got going on over here?
So, we did this. This is the addition we did. This is the early head start.
How long you been in construction for?
Like a year and a half.
And before this, you were in the Army?
Yeah. So we did everything, the wiring, the sheetrock. We just put these in today. Now we're just painting it. We had to put
It don't look bad at all.
In here, and then this beam, we had to put this in so that way there's support. It's coming along.
How long were you in the military for?
I was in the Army for 7.5 years.
What'd you think of it?
It was fun. Honestly, it was probably an experience that most kids at such an early age should probably go out and do, because it teaches you how to live on your own, teaches you how to be independent, know what it's like to be in the real world instead of, just growing up in a small place like this. It's just so easy to get sucked into drugs and alcohol around here, and gangs and violence, and that's what a lot of people
I ain't lying. If you surrounded around something, like, most likely you gonna become that. Like, that just how it is for real.
Don't go
unless
when
you
they
just
find themselves in a bad spot, then it tends to lead to, them taking their own lives.
What's the housing setup like? Do people own their houses? Are they renting these houses?
So a lot of them are SWA houses, which is kind of like our housing that we have around here. If you get on the list or whatever you want to get on the list, you go through them.
So I'm trying to understand the cost of living here. What does it cost to rent and live
those
here?
ones are like for like the old people.
Man, it's like he does it, bro. This nigga keep taking his hand out the wheel. That nigga keep on taking his hand out the wheel.
I think it's like 500, and it all depends on what you got, because they got them like this. They got these duplexes.
That's not where Savannah Standing Bear's family is it? I saw in the...
Yeah, that's where they live. That's our convenience store, that little thing you passed.
You want to go in?
We can, yeah.
What the fuck? Ain't no way. What the fuck they gonna get in here? It's like some fucking drug market or something. This ain't no fucking store. No way. That bitch got no windows.
Hello.
Most of these people don't got a working vehicle. The closest town they'd have to go to is Rosebud or Mission to get their groceries.
So this is just a resident.
Oh, they got windows. Them bitches boarded up or some
live a
shit.
healthy life, just given the selection.
It must have bitches been inside or something.
Studies recently that said that this is all consumer choice. Like, people want to make money. So if there was healthy food that was flying off the shelf, of course it would be stocked, which is harder for me to wrap my head around. Like, this is like some CIA's winning type of snack right here. Blue Takis. This is just how people are living, how people are surviving here.
Shit, that bitch stocked though. Hold on. That bitch stocked though. That's building. That bitch stocked.
So if there was healthy food that was flying off the shelf, of
I
course
think all
it
the
would be
chips,
stocked,
all
which
the
is harder for me
all
to
the
wrap my head around.
cookies.
Like, this
Look at
is
all
some-
this
some
shit.
CIA
Got the water, the
type of
drinks.
snack right here. Blue
They got cups up here.
Takis. This is just how people are.
Man, that
living,
bitch
how
low
people
key.
are
That
surviving.
bitch low key fucking stacked. Look at it. Syrup. Got the Gatorade. They got the shit in this bit, huh? Hold on. I don't know what the fuck this is. What in the hell is that? They got the Welch's juice, the Gold Peak, the Sprite, Fiji. Like, they let this shit stack. Oh, yeah. Got the Merc.
Oh look.
Oh, yeah, this shit
I wanted to
stack.
draw attention to this. So she's been missing for over a year now. Holy shit.
Sheesh.
It's pretty scary. Some res mutts.
Tom,
Junior.
nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Your daughter's the sign that we were just looking at, the $5,000 reward.
Yes,
Savannah standing back.
it's 10,000 now. Quarter mile up that dirt road. She walks out the screen door, camera, talking to someone 6 in the morning at dark, and goes out the door talking to somebody, comes down here somewhere. They see her a couple times. 2 miles, it's called He Dog School, just to west of here. Her phone last pinged. You can see it turn off. He Dog School, farmer's field. Her phone pings there and goes dead. That's where we started 15 months ago. Nothing.
Do you have any leads? You think you know?
We had all kinds of
That's
leads.
crazy.
We're still looking.
What keeps you going?
Me, because she wouldn't give up on me. Sometimes I hear her. They make fun of me for keep going, but that's my baby, you know. Yep.
Oh, I know that nigga said, bro. That's a lot to take in. Niggas' daughters go missing like that.
Why do you think so many people go missing around here?
I'm not saying every situation, but majority of them has to do with like drugs, you know, the cartel, stuff like that.
So that's a conspiracy I've heard on native reservations, that a lot of them think that there's really involvement from the cartel. Would you say that's a verified thing, or is that a conspiracy?
You guys may pass them every now and then, and you won't.
They got a
even know.
cartel of
They use
Indians?
this as what?
Indian
They
reservations?
just use this as a way to get their drugs out. Like I said, people would either fall to drugs or they'll fall to alcoholism, and then they'll end up in poverty. This is our tribal headquarters. This is all the business gets done. So this is the valley. Now this is where like a lot of the drugs and stuff go on. Look at everybody's yard. Everybody will have the same house, same yard size, but just look at who wants to take care of theirs and who doesn't. I helped with that house up there on the left at the corner where that gold car's at. We'll drive around. I did the other one behind it. Then you got, you know,
It doesn't look bad.
these are nice. These guys take care of their yard. Then you got one that's just all boarded up.
Hey, like all this shit can get fixed. Like all this thing can get fixed. Ain't no permanent damage for real. Well, goddamn. Ooh,
If
shit.
anybody knows anything about policies and acts imposed by the U.S. government, it's the Native American. Our culture has been through a drastic change with less than 150 years. The first things they wanted to do was give us names. Smith, Jones, Johnson, these. Yeah, no. Trankawakua. I will chase after the big one. I will chase after that big buffalo. Tranka is huge. Wakua means I will pursue the big one. That is my Lakota name. And so they came. And officers would tell their companies saying, you're not doing anything today. Take your squad of soldiers. You see that buffalo herd over there? Kill them off. Sir, that's not our orders. Hell with those orders. I gave you an order. You get out there, you kill that buffalo. And so they went and they started to slaughter, killed, mercilessly killing millions and millions and millions of buffalo.
I want you to imagine a foreign military force systematically trying to destroy your food supply, burning down your grocery stores, murdering all of our livestock, knowing if they could do this, they would make us easier to control if we are starving. Well, that's what happened to the Lakota tribe. You see, the Great Plains were once home to an estimated 60 million buffalo. And for context today, we feed a country of a massive population on just 27 million cows. For the Lakota Sioux, the buffalo was everything. Their food, their homes, their clothes, and their tools. To crush the independence of the tribes, the U.S. military encouraged the mass extinction of the buffalo, and by 1889, the massacre was so great that the buffalo was almost extinct.
God, they were hunting the fuck out them buffalo.
What the Lakota people have been up against, and to me, it's an ugly part of American history that I think we all should know.
And so we are finding that they're coming back, just as we are. My grandfather always reminded me, I am Lakota. And if they punish you in the boarding school for speaking the language, you endure it. Each and every time I speak to you in Lakota, you will speak back to me in Lakota. So I was able to retain this history. Sadly today, we must do it in classrooms. But to experience it, you've got to live it.
What does it mean to be Lakota to you?
Sense of responsibility.
I went to the local BIA boarding school in 1960. We were pretty much raised without mothers and fathers. In that sense, emotional, it was
Man,
real.
bro, they all be having the same hairstyle. all the fucking mamas told them, man, you better you better put that shit on.
Cold environment.
Boy, I
And
don't.
I also
Everybody had the same fucking hairstyle. All of them.
remember there was a young boy there. His name was Douglas. One thing about Douglas was he spoke Lakota. He would get his hand spanked because he spoke Lakota. She would have Douglas lay under her desk and she would kick off her high heels, and then she would put her feet on Douglas's back. And it's sad because I think we waste so much time. If we forgave, then I think we could enjoy, what life we have. If we teach our children strength in their thinking, then they can resist all those other evils.
You are about to see one of the wildest apartment complexes I've ever seen in my life. But first, give me 60 seconds to tell you about the sponsor of the apartment complexes I've ever seen
EBK
in my life. But first, give me 60 seconds to tell you about the sponsor of today's episode. Folks, let me ask you this. If you're doing interviews on public, to be aware of your surroundings.
Oh shit, gotta jump ahead.
To see
That's
if you have a
pressure.
case. All right, folks, back to the video.
Okay, so when we were going to Sunrise, so like I told you, I grew up in the foster care system, so I stayed with the family over here on the old side, so there's two sides to it. Well, on the right side I'm going to take you is the older part where the office is, and that's where I stayed, and that's actually, I've seen 4 dead bodies in my lifetime on this just mission. And that was the first time I ever saw one, and RIP, his name was Isaac Larvey, and he just hung himself from the tree. And I remember we stayed a couple of doors down from him, and I was spending the night with one of his like cousins or something, and I just remember people screaming, and he looked out the window and he's just like hanging from the tree.
That's such a crazy thing for a 7-year-old.
What?
Yeah, I've definitely been through a lot. I
That's
feel like
crazy.
A lot of people look down on those of us who don't grow up necessarily always on the reservation or experiencing the poverty part of it, because I got adopted by a white lady. But I feel like at the end of the day, being a true Lakota warrior is like what we're all about. And if you actually are a warrior, that means being a warrior when you're off your reservation, when you're not around your people and you still hold your values. So this is Sunrise.
Holy shit, this place is rough, huh? And this is about to get shut down, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the building burned down. That's crazy. So it was this building, and it was a tree over here on this side. This is the old side where I grew up.
God, that bitch straight rubbish.
Crips, Southsiders, and like it's just a various of cliques and groups together.
So these little kids are gangbanging.
That's what they be saying.
I heard from Isaiah, who you just met earlier, when this was first built, this was like the high-end shit. Like everyone was pumped to be here.
That's what I thought initially too, and then slowly I would come back and I just, yeah. But I still know a lot of good people who live here. Like I have an aunt who lives on the other side. I remember like we used to let her, like my little cousins, like we would always have to sit out here with them, but we used to let them like play at the playground. I even play basketball over here. Like it really wasn't like what's happening right now.
So you basically had the mix of 2 cultures. You got to grow up in a white area, you got to grow up here.
Yeah, and on both cultures, like I really got hate once like they found out that I was even just gonna help show you people. Like everybody's just so judgmental, which obviously means they're only judging themselves, which I think we should stop.
Tell me about life right now. Are you from Sunrise?
Yeah. Oh, no, but I'm mostly around here sometimes.
You're turning 18 tomorrow? Yeah. So it was new pretty much when you were a baby, and now...
Man, that nigga... I did like you got straight into your porn, bro. Look at this nigga, bro. I ain't know this nigga a gangbanger. I ain't know. I know tell me this nigga gangbanger, bro.
Look at it now.
It's been hard, you know. I clearly see the buildings get burnt down when they're abandoned, you know. A lot of these apartments are abandoned, you know. A lot of people don't live in them, and it's just
I ain't
sad
lying.
to see.
Man, I ain't lying, boy. This shit rough. From the little drone view, it didn't look this bad.
Really,
of it. Like, what do you think got these buildings from
Sheesh.
brand new to beat to hell that quick?
Drugs and alcohol.
How's it going? What's up to meet you, bro? How you doing, brother?
We're good, bro.
What's your name?
My name's Tom Hart.
Nice to meet you.
Nigga hopped over there.
I'm just a little chump, but I did make it out here.
And it's so nice, bro. What the fuck? This nigga, of all places, you wanna come to Sunrise, bro? Got the fuck? This nigga.
A chump, but I did make it out here.
And it's so nice, bro. What the fuck? This nigga, of all places, you wanna come to Sunrise, bro? Got shot to 12 gauge, bro. Boom, yeah.
That's how you lost your
Oh.
leg?
Yeah, that's how I lost my leg.
Oh.
Blasted with 12 gauge. Damn, bro, Tommy G and fucking Sunrise.
Wait, that nigga got shot by a 12 gauge?
Got shot to 12 gauge, bro.
Oh.
That's how you lost your leg?
Yeah, that's how I lost my leg.
Oh.
Nigga hit with a 12 gauge in the
12
foot.
gauge. Damn, bro, Tommy G and fucking
I know
Sunrise.
that nigga was screaming.
Have a good one, guys.
I see, built about 20 years ago, now is being condemned. What do you make of that situation?
Our people have lost responsibility of knowing who they are. Those young ones that came out of the boarding school, they didn't get to spend time at home with the grandparents, with their parents, and receive those teachings on how you do bring up children, how to raise a family. But they didn't know how to raise children. They don't know how to talk to these children. They don't know how to guide them because everything was taken in the boarding schools, not knowing how to take care of themselves or their homes.
Hello.
How are ya?
I'm fine.
Meet Delilah. She's a resident that uses her Facebook to keep people updated
She like a kid and an old woman in the same body.
about all the wild stuff that happens at the Sunrise Apartments. In a span of about 3 weeks, she posted about a woman getting attacked by a bat, a gang fight, a woman getting shot, and a stabbing.
Okay, so I hear you're a news reporter of
She
such.
putting everything on the book.
Well, I just see things happen out here, and when I see it, I post it, try to call the cops or, something get done, but nothing gets done. I lived here for 18 years, and I just can't believe it gotten this bad.
How long ago was it new?
When I moved over here, this was back in 2007, these were new.
So what happened here?
Started breaking into the apartments when people would move out, and we had so much mismanagement here. Nobody would come and fix them up, and
Who owns
She for sure did drugs.
this place?
Costello.
So it seems like a mixture of things happening. On one end, they're not sending maintenance people fast enough, but on the other end, they're dealing with the population that's kind of causing a lot of damage too.
Yeah. And we already went to all these apartments. They already stole all the copper, broke the walls down. Here's this. These are guys stealing a refrigerator out of here. Look.
A guy stealing a refrigerator? How much can you make off the copper in a fridge, you think?
I don't know, but I found a bag of copper here about 2 years ago. I gave it to my son, so he took it to the recycling. He got 30 bucks out of that little bag. That was this past summer too.
Is
It was a grass fire that got started by a firecracker.
This feels like a
What the
Grand Theft
fuck?
Auto
What type of
boot
firecracker
episode
she
where
is?
almost anything can happen in a way.
This is what happened. They ran into this building before it burned
What?
down. Yeah.
Wait. Someone drove their car through this?
Yeah.
So do you feel safe?
No.
So is there much available housing right now?
No.
Nigga drove a car. Nigga drove a car through that bitch.
It's not that fair when they're trying to kick everybody out of here right away.
Be honest, chat. Y'all cracking?
Without giving
Y'all
them-
cracking? Be honest, chat. Be honest.
A place to go.
Yeah.
Just saying, you can't stay here, but figure it out on your own. Well,
Yeah.
It's just like, what do you want them to do?
Yeah.
How many people you think still live here?
They said there were 66 of us in here.
What does it cost to live here?
Well, I was paying $240 for rent, but as of January of this year, I quit paying rent.
How long have you lived?
Rent, but as of January of this year, I quit paying rent.
How long have you lived here?
My mama moved us.
Man, she said, "Bucket that ain't paying rent no more." Then she see the conditioner, all that shit in. Say, "Oh man, what I'm praying money for?" She for sure. She said, "I was paying $245. Now I ain't paying it no more."
Back since '96.
And how did this go from a new development
Oh,
to
yeah.
completely beat to hell so quickly?
Under management, no credentials. People I had that got kicked out of these
That's
houses that
crazy.
moved back into their houses just to have somewhere to live. Many of them we're all related. This hood right here, all these communities on my tribe are all right here. We are all coming from Rosebud, Antelope, Spring Creek. I'm talking Palm Lee, Corn Creek. One form or another, Lakotas, we're all related in one form or another. So if you're gonna speak for us, then speak for us. Look what they do to us. You know how many broken apartments and people I helped go get water for?
She's talking that shit, huh?
Their lines were frozen. And they're like, Mama Kane, can you help? And I'm like, hell yeah, I'll be carrying jugs for them.
Folks, as of editing this
Man,
video,
she
we got
cap.
news from locals that there was a massive fire at the
No,
Sunrise
I'm playing. I don't
Apartments.
know.
Some are saying it's insurance fraud. Others are saying it's tweakers. I don't know the full story, but what I do know is this is one of the wildest places I've ever seen.
They burning shit down. They burning apartments down. Shit.
After this tour, I went to participate in a kids MMA class where Coach James, a Muay Thai and boxing. This tour, I went.
What type of punching is this?
After this tour, I went to participate in
Yeah,
a kids
take
MMA
that.
class where
Take
Coach
that.
James, a Muay Thai and boxing practitioner, was gonna.
That chicken ass beat up. Here, take that. Take that.
be
Face that.
leading class.
So this is our new mega infrastructure that we're building.
Wow.
$30 million. Hi. Is you
Hey
guys waiting
kids,
for us?
how are ya?
Are you the coach? No, Coach James will be coming. He's a coach too.
How are you guys? You ready to go today?
You'll sign her up tonight.
What's the fuck?
That's what we're looking at.
Let's
right
walk
now.
straight to the camera and say
This
shit.
is, we're not fully open. We're just open for some programming right now. So this is one of 3 buildings to be built. We'll have 3 to 5-year-olds downstairs in our administrative offices upstairs. Our 3rd building that we are getting funding for will be right here. That'll hold a movie theater and an indoor kitchen. You see the lights right here. Eventually you'll see big old teepee lights up in the sky. In the back over there, we have 10 acres, which will be an outdoor classroom. And it's gonna
No,
mimic
that's
the
fire.
Black Hills. So if you get a chance to go through the Black Hills, we have a lot of sacred sites that are really significant to the Lakota, and they will be built in that outdoor classroom. So they'll see Wind Cave, they'll see Devil's Tower,
That's fire.
they'll see Black Elk Peak. We actually are going to build a 77-foot tunnel coming out of this building, and it's going to mimic Wind Cave, and it'll pop up into the outdoor classroom.
With the goal of reconnecting to the culture.
Absolutely. The intention for all the buffalo robes is when the children are in here on, getting story time, they're actually filling the buffalo relatives here.
There you go. Okay, get some space then.
Man,
when y'all two
Makos.
follow suit.
Oh,
Perfect.
hood finna be wrestling.
Good. All right. Long time, long time, long time. Good job. Good job. Hey, don't leave me hanging. All right, next one. Long time, good job. All right. Long time, long time.
That nigga
long time.
fit.
Good job.
Look at him.
Hey, don't leave me hanging.
That nigga fit, man.
All right, next one.
Nigga know what to
nice
be
and
the way.
easy. Okay, from right here, we're going to sidestep. Stretch it out.
Nigga know what to be there.
Well, I've been teaching off and on, but I used to teach pro and amateur fighters a couple years ago. I used to have a gym downstairs in the Boys and Girls Club. All right, so we got a special guest, Tommy G right here, all right? So he's gonna jump in with the workout, okay, if he feels comfortable, okay?
I heard you train in Thailand?
Yeah.
So you're a Muay Thai guy?
Yo, I'm mostly stand-up.
Muay Thai guys are tough as hell.
Yeah. So I did a couple of smoker fights there, and then I started with Phuket Top Team, and they're not there no more, I guess. So, but yeah, that's where I first started at. Spent there like 2 years. It was an experience, man.
So what motivates you to come here and do that?
Oh, here? Because they had nothing going like this year. And I could see a lot of things if this is around. If we had like a matted room like I did in the past, man, it was a great turnout, man. We had so many kids come in, even adults having classes. Had women's kickboxing, because there's not a lot of stuff here for the women also, you know? I mean, all the gyms here, like at the DPP, people go there, but there's not like a boxing or Muay Thai, like a gym where they can go in there and, punch the bag, that's therapy right there to me.
Folks, we have a big opportunity here.
They put
We
the
are
guns
launching a
down.
GoFundMe to fully fit the Rosebud Reservation. Kids be
shit,
25
I can't
gym
help.
on the reservation.
I-
I'm putting down to
I
encourage
can't
you to
help.
donate, and I appreciate you. And now, back to the video.
Before we do anything, we always start with a prayer. So, Tugashila wakantaka tugashila unchimaka tate dopa unshimalaye omakiaye tugashila Wopila for this day. And thank you for everybody. Thank you for Tommy and his crew coming down and giving light to what we're going through here on Rosebud, Tugashla. I ask for help and protection for everybody here, Tugashla. Watch over Tommy and his crew as they go and spend the rest of their time here in Sichungu, Makoche, Tugashla, and Wopila Tanka, Mudakyase.
We're already on a good streak with food here. The food truck was good. We have buffalo stew, which I'm gonna guess most people have watched.
I'm about to say, what the fuck is that?
Stew. That's a nice broth.
And buffalo meat? What the fuck is that?
Beautiful. In the 1860s, the Lakota were forced onto a reservation and cut off from their food supply. They then had to survive.
I see the plate.
We have buffalo stew.
And that's cheese. What the fuck is that? Buffalo dick? You got lettuce.
Which I guess most people that watch this have never tried buffalo stew.
What's the bell though? What the fuck is in that cup? That shit orange? What is that?
That's a nice broth. Supply. They then had to survive off of minimal government rations of flour, lard, and salt. Out of this was born a struggle food that Indians around the country still love and eat today. That's what you see me eating right here, and it's a native food that I recommend you try. So I'm really wrestling with some of the things I'm seeing on the res right now. On one end, I feel very encouraged by the people leading the charge, leading MMA classes, doing the construction, planning out the multi-million-dollar build-outs. Those people I'm celebrating, and I'm very glad that we're covering. But I want to address the severe neglect that we see so many of these kids living through. I mean, you see teenagers trapping out of bandos. Where are the parents?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Kids dropping out of school.
Yeah, I bet they got OT
Where
up
are the
everywhere.
parents? And if you think I'm being harsh, think about how you would look at your own spouse or your own brother if they were in this situation. There's a certain aspect of, with these people, multi-decade historical horror that they've had to suffer through. And I'll never fully understand that. So here today we're doing something that I've been trying to do for years, which is a sweat lodge experience on a reservation. And the guy that we're staying at a hunting lodge nearby, and he's native, and he said, they try and get you so hot that you start hallucinating. And I'm a wrestler, I've spent a lot of time in saunas, cutting weight, doing things like that. I've never been that hot that I've hallucinated, so I'm actually a little bit nervous for this experience. But I don't know, when I'm an old man and I've lived my life, like this is one of those things I'm gonna be glad that I tried or I did.
Oh no, that don't sound good.
And then we
like hallucinating?
But so the first 7, so we can bring up the chair. Yeah, so you'll heat up the first 7, take them in, the first 7 individually. Then after you load in the first 7 individually, that's when you'll take in the rest of them. So in our culture, there's the 4 directions. There's multiple songs that come along with these ceremonies. There's a sweat lodge, and then there's a sun dance. But the sun dance, you can't record that, can't record any of that. But as soon as we load the pipe and everything, then that's the camera's gonna have to go off. But right now, we're fine with how we are.
And you're a police officer?
Yep.
How's that going?
It's good, especially so in my line of work, this is kind of like where I go to I see a lot of deaths and deal with a lot of certain things, and this is more so to help cleanse and purify and
I ain't lying, but that shit do look relaxing though. Just chilling in nature, frying, going,
get rid of whatever negative, it can be negative energy.
Looking at the stars and skies, that shit look.
Home. People, deal with things in a certain way, but this is my way of dealing with things.
What area do you patrol?
The whole res.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole res.
So from Sunrise, or the Mission, to Rosebud, to Parmalee.
To Norris.
Which would you say is the roughest patch of the res? Because we just were at Sunrise recently today.
Yeah, I'd say that area. That area is it's pretty tough.
Just the way the sun is setting and the color of the sky, doesn't it feel like this is the perfect night for what we're doing?
Yeah, it is.
We're about to get started here. Cameras cannot go during the sweat lodge, but
I ain't lying, well, look at the bag on that shit look fire. That nigga Cam tough.
I'll tell you about the experience afterwards, and I'll see you guys in just a little bit.
This is all connects to us as a people. That's what this all pertains to. The fire, the water, everything in here is connected to me, to you, to everybody else in here. That's what this is all connected to. I mean, what this is for, a lot of people, sometimes they'll say, oh, we're gonna burn you out, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, but this right here is for you to pray. Kind of find that that balance within yourself.
Quickly in here, shit got real. When the flap closed, the lodge became pitch black. And when my guy Hammer poured water on the lava stones, a ferocious wave of steam blasted us all inside. And I'm not gonna lie, at this point I was beginning to panic, and I considered army crawling for the door to get out, but just then the singing started.
Oh yeah, they doing something to that nigga. It's over with. They finna torture that nigga. They finna do something to Tommy G in that bit.
The Sweat Lodge is a spiritual, profound reenactment of our Genesis and who is there waiting for you. The Buffalo Nation that gave of itself. The Buffalo Skull is there.
A couple hours transpired.
Man, that shit like a ritual or something, boy.
And in there, you have to realize that it gets pitch black in there. And then the steam hits, and my first instinct was to try and escape almost. Like, it was like, oh no. And then the singing kicks in, and then there's times of break where you're kind of just hoping the air leaks in, and then people are giving thanks, and they're saying very kind things and profound things about each other. For people that have this in their backyard, let's get tuned up, man. This is a really cool experience to go through. And I think everything that can bring you back to your root is a good thing to do. Feeling very at ease and at peace.
Nigga, high?
Feeling good under the South Dakota skies right now. So I think the night's gonna close out here. And,
Tommy,
we got some
high.
things for you in the morning you're gonna want to see. We're about to meet up with a woman-led search and rescue team who has received new leads and information on where Savannah Standing Bear could be. And so we're going to search with them and see how that all goes. She's been missing for how long?
Since March of last year, I think it was the 25th was the last time she was seen. So a little over a year, almost a year and a half.
And what kind of leads do we have so far?
As of right now, not a lot. We go off of tips from the community. Some people reach out and give us a little bit.
I ain't lying, boy. It'd be crazy if they actually found her after a year. She been missing for a year. It'd be crazy if she's still like around the area or something. That would be crazy.
Of
They
information.
find her.
We work closely with law enforcement, but as of right now, we don't really have a lot of information. What we do now is we go over our data from our previous searches, and we look at holes that maybe we missed or whatever, and we try to cover as much area as we can that way.
MMIW, or Murdered or Missing Indigenous Women, is a silent epidemic happening at Indian reservations across the country. In fact, Native women face some of the highest rates of sexual violence, abuse, and disappearance of any group in America. Today, we are joining a female-led volunteer search and rescue team to look for Savannah Standing Bear, a Parmalee Rosebud resident who went missing over a year ago.
This might sound grim,
Yeah.
but at this moment, are we looking for a body?
Of course, because we look at probabilities at this point. So she's been missing for over a year. So at some point, it turns into recovery versus rescue. I just want to pray to you that the search is in Savannah. We're looking for Savannah, and I pray that you protect us and keep us safe and keep us from injury. And I pray that the earth tells us or sends us messages, the animals, the trees. I pray that you're with us. Heavenly Father, thank you.
They got the dogs and everything.
Why did Savannah change everybody here to go out and look for her?
I just know that I've met her family. I've met her father, her mother, her sister, and some of her relatives, and I just know that every day that they're hurting because she's not here.
I hope there's some closure.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys for coming. I hope it was informative. I know it was short, and there's just a lot that goes into it,
Mhm.
And I'm hoping, like I said, to expand within the next 5 years. A lot of goals.
Keep chipping away. That's all we can ever do.
Absolutely.
take care. All right, guys. If anyone watching this has information that can help solve the case of Savannah Standing Bear, please hit my email at tommygmcgee123@gmail.com so I can get in contact with the correct people on the Rosebud Reservation. Thank you.
Made these. Look, this one has your name on it.
Thank you so much.
And then these ones are for the kids.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
So we're doing a Lakota traditional art class, and I was leading the ribbon shirts and ribbon skirts.
Well, we appreciate you
Then they must all got them earrings, huh?
making these. What is this made out of?
It's rawhide, and then this is
These are like bones.
Yeah, bones.
Plastic bones. Traditionally, they used to be like out
Oh,
of real bones,
plastic.
but now we just use plastic.
Nice. Well,
Shit, about-
Hey, this is from
I'm about to say,
my brother.
boy, they were there hunting buffaloes, taking they bones, skin, fur. Nigga, they eating all the meat. What they fucking know the buffaloes, huh?
Ty, he was killed a couple weeks ago, and there's a $10,000 reward to anyone who knows something about it.
That's one of the murders that's really shook the res recently, huh?
Yeah.
One of the big.
He was the last person to die by gun violence and stuff.
I see that there's gonna be orders to demolish Sunrise.
What I heard.
What do you think about that?
I think it's a bunch of bullshit. Look at all these empty homes. Then we have a housing shortage. We have overcrowdedness. We have
She put on a glass. She put on a glass to keep her eyes the same.
this is just backwards. Instead of them coming and fixing it, letting them get burnt down. So there's even squatters. We just had my grandson murdered.
I know, but sure they got squatters. That fucking old man in the middle of the video talking about she ain't paying no more. She said, "Oh, I was paying 200. I ain't paying no more." I know he got squatters over there.
Around the corner.
Are you Ty Valandra's grandma?
I'm one of his grandmothers. Yes.
Do you think they'll find who killed Ty?
They know who did. It's just a matter of time.
What can you tell us about Ty?
I was in high school, graduated, and then I have 4 grandsons. 2 of them graduated with him. The all-around good kid, man. So senseless, you know what I mean? I have a granddaughter this morning that they found in Rosebud. Suicide by hanging herself.
Jeez.
So, like, wow. Life on the res is what we make of it.
There's not a bad child.
They got a lot of
There's
suicide,
one
huh?
that just hasn't been reached. You've got to reach out, whatever it takes to reach that child. We're here, and we're still here. And they told us we're always going to be here. Humanly, spiritually, we're going to be here.
Thank you for sharing.
You're very welcome.
Thanks for joining us on this Rosebud Reservation episode. I think reservations are these incredibly undercovered places in the country with so many stories to tell. And I'm looking to go back to Pine Ridge. I'm looking to go back to Rosebud. I want to go to Standing Rock. I want to go to the Navajo Nation. So if you're from there, you want me to come, email me at tommygmcgee123@gmail.com or hit me on Instagram at tommygmcgee. Would love to meet you.
I know they got like 500 people in this
and do
what you call
another
it.
episode on a reservation. Thank you, folks.
I know they got like 500 fucking Gmails. Yeah. And this was a good video. Yeah, I'll catch up with us in the next one, man.